Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Weather Forecast Center. This is John here to give you the latest update on the current weather and the weather for the next 24 hours and beyond. Um, if you haven't um, watched my previous video, there was earlier a tornado warning in Delaware this evening. Um, it didn't touch down, but apparently the atmosphere in that part of the region was apparently such that there was rotation um, with a thunderstorm that was heading off the Delaware coast into the Atlantic Ocean, which prompted the tornado warning. So that has since been uh, expired and no damage was reported. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you the updated information that I have for right now as far as severe weather is concerned. And they still highlight three areas of possible severe weather through the overnight. One here in North Dakota, which has verified, and I will go over that when we tour around the United States. Um, Also down here in Arizona, far southern Nevada, and far eastern California. And here along the East Car- East eastern North Carolina coast. Um, there were inklings that if a rogue supercell would deform in here, that might increase the tornado threat. They had a 2% chance of that today, and apparently we did verify that with one tornado warning in Delaware. So that 2%, even though it was only one tornado warning through the whole entire event today, it was still with the atmosphere was primed enough to um, have a possible rotation with one the thunderstorms that went off the Delaware coast this evening. Um, as you can see, this is the U.S. national radar. I've taken off the fronts and everything else because that really just confuses a lot of people. So we're doing this basically blind. But here we have some showers and thunderstorms here from upstate New York and northern Vermont through much of southern upstate New York into northern Pennsylvania, down the Appalachian spine, down into Virginia. This has caused some damage, wind damage. This was primarily from earlier today. Now, I went on a rant earlier today about using 911 to call in weather damage. And you can hear about my rant on my previous video. Um, Simply no need for that. Okay? 911 specifically for emergencies and emergencies only. If you tree damage and wires down, that is not an emergency. Call your emergency management. Every county has one. And or call your nearest or call your National Weather Service office, wherever that may be. Okay? So, moving on, we have showers and thunderstorms down here in Florida. That's exiting the west coast of Florida, moving west. Let's try this. That's better. And some more showers and thunderstorms behind that. That's also going to move through the southern half of Florida overnight tonight. We still have showers and thunderstorms that are still going on here in the Mid South and in Texas. Uh, it has prompted some flood warnings, but nothing in the way of real, just basically your normal, water rises in underpasses and such. So that is that section. Um, I I'm sure that earlier today when I forecast that this corridor here would receive 3 inches of rain or more, and I'm sure that has verified today. I don't have the exact hard numbers in front of me, but actually I'll bring that up after we do this. Um, there's some showers, dying showers, I should say, heading to the south and east here in Wisconsin. And we have another batch here in northern Minnesota crossing out of Canada that's going to head the same general direction as this batch is going. So that's basically two pieces of energy moving through the general, northwest to southeast flow. And then we have this dying batch of showers and thunderstorms here in North Dakota, which has verified. Um, and I will get to those in a moment. We also have something here that I did not see on the last one. Um, so apparently there's some dying um, thunderstorms down here in Kansas going into Oklahoma. And then we got basically sporadic showers and thunderstorms here from New Mexico all the way up into Mountain West with a couple of flash flood warnings out in Arizona and one here in California. And so flooding has taken place in California. So we already highlighted this part. We highlighted much of this, much of this, much of this. Okay. Now we're going to take a radar tour. We're going to go up here to North Dakota. Um, there was a 71 mile an hour wind gust here in northern South Dakota, or I should say North Dakota, earlier this evening. Now we have reports of 1.5 inch diameter hail that fell 3 miles southeast of York, North Dakota, in Benson County. By the public, $50 to ping pong ball size hail covered about 15 to 20% of the ground, and no wind. So that was strictly a hailstorm that went through that neighborhood. And then we got a report here from the public. Many branches up to 12 inches in diameter were brought down with some gusty winds as the storms move south. We have a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust 2 miles northwest of Carrington, North Dakota, in Foster County by a trained spotter. It briefly gusted to 60 as the storm came in, along with pea-sized hail and lots of rain. I mean, they all thunderstorms come with heavy rain for for the most part, but that's a report from a storm spotter. Now I'm going down here to Kansas because this popped up and I didn't see it when I did the tour last on the last video. But apparently there was a water spout 3 miles north of Bison, Kansas, in Rush County, and was reported through social media. So apparently this, whatever this is, went over top of a lake. Okay. Doesn't look like it from here, but it said a water spout, more likely a land spout, but didn't do any damage. But that was interesting to see. We had a couple of gusts here in Kansas, 1 to 59 miles an hour in Hodgman County, Kansas, 4 miles northwest of Bellefonte, reported by the public. And then here, right at just northwest of Dodge City, of 57 miles an hour. Not severe thunderstorm criteria, but there were some gusty winds out there in Kansas this evening, to say the least. And as I migrate around, I don't see any other reports of damage or any kind of serious. Okay, so that wraps up what has happened today across the um, lower 48. If you want to catch some of those floods, all this flooding that was reported, you can check into my last video because I've gone over that in great detail. So, for the purpose of this, so that is overnight. We're going to look at tomorrow's outlook, and there is none. So there's a general risk of thunderstorms anywhere pretty much in the United States for tomorrow. And on Wednesday, same deal. But after Wednesday, I'm going to show you in the models as what I'm thinking is going to happen. That's not what I want. I want to go to models. So we're going to go here. We're going to go to models. We're going to go here. We're going to take a look at the GFS. And we're at 850 millibars, which is perfect. Exactly where I wanted to, because this way I can highlight with the showers and thunderstorms that are going on this evening off the Carolinas. There's still some flow up here in the lower levels that's promoting the showers and thunderstorms this evening. So that will be exiting stage northeast overnight. Actually, that's as of 5 o'clock today. So let's go to 11 o'clock. Okay, there we go. So as of 11 o'clock, we still have that area of showers and thunderstorms. The, the highest wind flow is offshore. So anything that's lingering behind will still have will still run the risk of thunderstorms overnight. There's also a few splotches out here and down around here. So overnight there could be scattered showers and thunderstorms. Oh, there's also a couple of wind gusts up in Montana I didn't get to, so we'll get to those right now. So near Helena in Lewis and Clark County, there was a 52-mile-an-hour wind gust reported there, and south of Missoula in Ravalli County, 4 miles east of Corvallis, Montana, a wind gust of 54 miles an hour. So, a couple of wind gusts there in Montana this evening. So, as I was saying, there's still some splotches of flow around here. So, this will promote showers, maybe your rumble thunder through the overnight in the northwest. So, as we step forward through tomorrow, so we'll stop here at 8 a.m. We have we have a little bit of flow here that might cause some showers and thunderstorms in the morning here. Also here across southeast Pennsylvania and southern New Jersey. And a little piece here around the Maryland Tidewater area. And a little piece here in Montana. And a piece here in Washington State. As we continue this forward, we'll go to 5 o'clock in the evening. Not much low level flow, except for down here in the mid south, where some of these storms might get a little rambunctious here in Mississippi and Alabama. And that is about it. I mean, everything else is pretty tame for the most part. So tomorrow will be pretty tame. Oh, I didn't go one more. Well, still, just same thing I highlighted. Except there might be a piece here, and there might be a little bit of flow here up in northern Montana that might cause some showers and thunderstorms that might get a little bit on the rougher side of things. So, 24 B. So this is going into Wednesday. Now we got. I think they're going to end up with a marginal risk of severe weather here in Virginia into southern Delaware and here into Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana for a conveyor belt of showers and thunderstorms coming out of Gulf of Mexico. Going right around this way to the north and east. And then we got a little bit of flow here, a little low winds that could cause some showers and thunderstorms here, northern Ohio, northwestern Pennsylvania, and western New York State. scattered showers and thunderstorms here in Oregon, Washington, and Northern California, and a little bit here into Montana. So that's Wednesday. Let's go to Thursday. 24 will be 75. So this will be for Thursday. Might run the risk of severe weather here in Dakotas with a stronger flow coming down from Canada, coming southbound. And then we might end up with a chance of severe weather here around North Carolina and Virginia coast, possibly down here along the Gulf Coast of Louisiana and Texas. And then we got showers and thunderstorms here in the northwest, and showers and thunderstorms here in the northeast. Would not be surprised if they go marginal here, maybe slight here, marginal here, and marginal here. So those will be areas I'll be looking for on Thursday. As we go into Friday, now we got a bigger plume of low level winds coming down through much of the northern plains. This will most likely will get a slight risk here. This will get a slight risk here. That will get a slight risk. I would say probably 2% risk of tornado here, and maybe a 5% chance here, and 2% chance here, and surrounding the 5. So that would be the severe weather coming back to Montana and the northern plains. As we go into Saturday, now we got some severe weather coming back. So this here will be pretty much all be in the slight risk of severe weather. I would say they would probably do a large 2% chance with maybe a 5% chance kind of inside that, from Nebraska to northeastern Minnesota. And then we have some flow out here that will probably cause showers and thunderstorms, nothing too severe. And then here in the Rockies, scattered showers and thunderstorms here in the southern plains, and here in areas of Texas. So those will be your areas. They probably would go marginal here, marginal here, marginal here, maybe nothing here. So that would be so this area will be your slight, and then your marginal will surround that. This will be marginal, this will be marginal, and that will be marginal. This would probably be just maybe 1 or 2 stronger storms for Saturday. And then for Sunday, we have a bigger flow, low-level flow coming down. So this whole area here will be running the risk of severe weather. Your slight risk will be right in here where the highest of the flow will be. Probably a little bit more down to this way. This will be marginal. This will be marginal. This will probably have 5% chance of tornadoes, and then the rest will be 2%. So this area and I will circle this. I will circle this 5% right here. That will be your. Well, actually, let me clear that off. So this will part. All right. So I'm moving the map. Give me a second. So this actually, after just looking at it again, probably this whole. How about we use the pen? Thank you. This whole area might be 5% here on this blue, on that higher, lower level um, winds as it comes down out of Canada with a trough that's going to dig down around this way and then slingshot to the northeast. Marginal, marginal, marginal. This might get extended a little bit to the south. This will be marginal. And then you got a spot up here in North Dakota, Montana. That will probably be marginal. Then you just got some scattered low level winds here. Probably one or two might become severe. This this might end up with a few severe storms, maybe hail and wind. This may be your tornado risk here. I'm not going to go use the D word because I'm not going there, but I'm just looking at what I'm seeing. Down here, maybe one or two might get strong to severe. One or two maybe get strong to severe up here in Wisconsin and in lower Michigan, and also up here in northern Minnesota. So that is all I have for you this evening. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will talk to you again soon.